Welcome back to Memoriapolis, ladies and gents. If you missed it, we already covered quite a bit. We've covered the Antiquity, the medieval ages, and in the last episode we moved also to the Renaissance. And we actually didn't more than just move there, because we upgraded our town center that is over here from level 1 all the way to level 5. So theoretically, we can even move to the next age already, while we haven't even passed the first Esplanade checkpoint. First Esplanade checkpoint is over here. We haven't even gotten there, but we're ready to move to the next age, or we can if we want to. We're not gonna do that because I want to get, the wonders. In the medieval ages, we managed to get all 6 wonders, so we're gonna try to do the same over here, right? Which means we need our factions over here to expand in terms of powers in particular. Some of them are not that far. I mean, we have 29, 27, 28 already. So it's gonna, it's gonna take a bit of time, but not too much, hopefully. We have also, of course, done some of the new productions like charcoal over here or the lime. And we have even also expanded trade routes into some trading, how they call it them already? Trading post. We have some trading posts. Now, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna skip a bit forward into the future. I'm gonna play the game, but off camera, to get to a point where we start getting some of those wonders. Then I'll explain a bit kind of what we've been doing, and I will talk about some of those wonders. Let's dive into the future. Ladies and gents, I'm back, and not so many cycles. I mean, we're at cycle 900, so we're getting, towards the second, but we basically just passed the first one. Obviously, as previously said, this was a perfect score. We're already ready for perfect score at the end there. And we have actually already 2 wonders that are unlocked. I haven't built them yet, but we have unlocked them. And more than this, we've done a couple of other things. Like over here, if you see, there is only 1 cycle before this is the top level of rampant. This is the level 3 that not only reduces incidents and negative malfunction, it also reduces or increases taxation by 50%. So given that, we definitely have a lot of factions over here, that could be pretty cool. The only thing is, again, you need to first improve to level 2, then improve to level 3. So that's gonna cost you a lot, right? So I don't know if we're gonna do it, but for the fun of it, I did want to show you can. Now that we are in the Renaissance, I have done it over here. Speaking of ramparts, I have also extended. So we have ramparts on this side, on that side, and on this side now. So the new city, if you wish, is all covered inside, which means that we have reduced again our health and our safety needs by a lot. Unfortunately, these 3 at the bottom here are not perfect anymore. They are not in the dark green. And again, this is because we haven't really started to build any of the wonders. I think as soon as we start, it will be good. We have been able to do those wonders in pretty quick, in terms of number of cycles, because of the trade routes. I am getting, regularly some gifts from these, what do you call them, these trade posts, right? And sometimes it is a power, 5, 8, 10 power, and so that increases pretty quickly. There is only 2 places where we don't have a trading post yet, because frankly, this does cost quite a bit, like of blueprints, but also of cutstone and wooden beams. So yeah, I have been able, to unlock 2 of these. If we go into the wonders, these are the 2 that are linked, to the services, like political and the market one, or, commercial one, because these are the 2 first factions we created, right? So we've unlocked those 2, but if you look over here, we're pretty close for the other ones. Like, look at this, 39, 35, 37. The only one we're pretty far is the education one, so maybe we're gonna need to focus a bit on that one. But first, realistically, I need to start building those 2, and this is a lot of resource, right? There's going to be 2,400 of the basic one, 525 of the kind of middle production ones, right? The wooden beams and things like this, 420 of the gold and steel, and then we have also 420 of the charcoal and lime. So yeah, this is pretty much a lot. This is pretty much a lot. I think we are low right now indeed on wood, especially on beams. very low on cut stones. I have just built one more of the bricks and tiles because yeah, we need to get to 425, and before I didn't even have enough stocks. We do have 3 production characters, so we're gonna use them on cut stones over here. Let's do 2 cut stone and let's do 1 beams. Great, so hopefully that will help us get there. I'm continuing also to build more and more of this reforestation. We have 4 on this side now. I've built 1 over here and I think 1 more somewhere else. So I just wanted to give you, an idea of when we unlocked some of those first wonders, and I'm gonna start building them. Now definitely a bit of time has passed. We are now on cycle 1702. So there's 1000 left basically in the Renaissance before we have to move. The good news is I just got the last faction, the Copernicus Circle, to 40 of power. So this is when we can unlock, the last of the wonders. We have enough of the blueprint, as you can see, so that's great. I don't know if we have enough resources now. We are a bit low on 2. So the bricks and the tiles, and in particular the bricks. So maybe let's just buy a couple. I have also now a trading post for all of them, by the way. But yeah, it's bricks that we want to buy. Okay, so let's go. We're gonna buy the whole thing. We're gonna sell a bit of gold in exchange for, no, not that much, 700, and let's buy 100 of these. That way we don't really lose money. My money is pretty fine. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna just need a bit more of the tiles now. I don't have a lot, I'd love to have more cultural points for commercial, but this is the way it is. So we need to wait a second for this to arrive slightly higher. I guess we could potentially spend some points. This is here, yes, on tiles, and hopefully get there in a sec. Yeah, it is 500 done. So that's the last one. Now in terms of the wonders, there's one that needed to be on the water, so I've put it over here. It's being built. All the other ones I'm building over here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's gonna be number 5. So I guess we can put somewhere over here. Maybe we'll put it right in the middle here. There will still be space for, the, what do you call it, the city center, right? So we've built all of them, so now there's really no reason to wait to move. We just need to check that there is 1 or more faction that is above 90 apparently. So let's check. Yeah, this is this one here. So we're gonna need to destabilize them. Done. I see that we also have, as always, some things that get out. We cannot approve it yet. I'm gonna give it a second. But here, can we move now? No, there is another one. And it is, we are ready to actually move to the next age. So let's click on change age. Basically 1000, as I said, are still there. We are obviously totally fine on the Esplanade, right? We will get all of the points. That's a guarantee. We have a lot more memory points than before. My satisfaction is also all in the green. So definitely, no reason to wait. Let's skip that one. We can get a bit of more there. Love it. And it is another perfect score for the Renaissance. And with this, we're gonna move into the Age of Enlightenment. Let's actually start to do that together. I mean, I'd love to have a button to push them all, but let's try to do it ourselves. Okay. Hopefully we are able to keep all of them. I think we are pretty close. Okay, I think we've used them all, and we still have more memory points. That's interesting. And now we can choose our final destiny. What are we gonna use? So the craftsman, right? We could use the decreased building. That could help for the wonders. Otherwise, for the philosopher, we have The wonders also cost less blueprints or double the know-how slot. I think that's pretty powerful. But this is huge, 25%. I'm gonna go with that one. We are a craftsman at the start. Let's continue being a craftsman. And here it is. With that, we're gonna have more than 3,000 cycle for the Age of Enlightenment. We can choose where to place the place. It's actually close placed. And we said we're gonna want to put it over here, right? In between my wonders. Some of them are not fully built yet, but that's okay. Like, let's actually put it really in the middle there. And done. Here it is, ladies and gents. 3,000. Now we have lost again the politics. We do have one trade route only. And we're gonna need to unlock many of these, right? If we want to be able to do this. We have know-how still the same as before. Rampart still the same as before. Esplanade, we can check. Oh my god, look at this. We are already pretty much ready for the final level. Factions, you know, they're all here. We do have our 3 points for cultural, so we're gonna try to get new factions right away. And if we look at the building tree, in terms of the services, there's only one. So this is the political, we're gonna try to get it as soon as possible. And here there is actually not a political one. So we're gonna have to choose, you know, 2 others to get started on getting, you know, to the wonders. It is 6,000 for each of those wonders, and the cost is 4,000. Wow, that's gonna be a lot. Then 800. So we're gonna need to boost for sure the storages and production that we have for this. And there's also a couple of new productions, right, that we're gonna want to check out. In terms of those productions, we are actually already at 25,000. So we're ready for level 2, where we're gonna unlock those 2 productions, but we do need just a bit more of tiles, which I guess I could buy. But we will do all of this in the next episode, ladies and gents. I know it's a shorter one because I didn't want you to have to go through, you know, me just waiting for the wonders to be ready and, you know, doing a couple of new productions. But this is the place where we're gonna build that city. We do have all the other ones that are doing great. What is that? Oh yeah, this is going to basically be destroyed, I think, if I remember correctly. But everything else is over here and has been, you know, saved. So all good. We may want, you know, in the future to also upgrade some of those ramparts, but I don't think we need to really expand. We have, you know, covered most of our city on all sides, except here there is a small expansion that is out. But here we're gonna definitely want, you know, a big one. Yeah, I hope you're still enjoying this series. Smash like button and hope to see you next time.